The crisp autumn air hung heavy with the scent of pine as Nicole and Mark drove through the winding roads of Canada's rugged wilderness. They were on their annual camping trip, seeking solace in the heart of nature at Misty Pines National Park. This year, however, was different. Eager to explore a new side of the park, they had chosen a remote campsite deep within the forest, far from the usual bustle of campers. Their chosen site was nestled beside the serene Lake Whisper, where moonlight danced on the water's surface. A feeling of isolation surrounded them as they set up their tent and built a modest fire to keep the encroaching darkness at bay. Nicole couldn't shake the eerie sensation that they were not alone in these woods, but she brushed it off as pre-camping jitters. As the night settled in, they roasted marshmallows and shared stories under the starry canopy. Their laughter resonated through the silence of the woods, a stark contrast to the sinister presence lurking nearby. Around midnight, Mark awoke to a faint, rhythmic tapping sound against the tent. It was soft but persistent, like someone or something trying to get their attention. Shaking Nicole awake, they listened intently. The tapping seemed to be coming from the dense thicket behind their campsite. Mark, armed with a flashlight, cautiously ventured into the woods. Nicole remained at the campsite, her unease growing. The forest was alive with eerie whispers, as if the trees themselves were trying to convey some hidden message. In the heart of the thicket, Mark found a weathered, wooden signboard. Carved into the wood was an unsettling message. "Beware the lost souls of Misty Pines." He shuddered, feeling an icy chill crawling up his spine. With growing trepidation, he returned to Nicole, who was now white as a ghost. Unable to shake off their unease, they decided to pack up and leave the cursed campsite. But as they began dismantling their tent, the temperature dropped dramatically, and an ominous fog enveloped the area. The once calm lake now churned with an unnatural fury, as if it sought to swallow them whole. Suddenly, a chorus of ghostly whispers emanated from the woods. The couple felt a malevolent presence closing in on them. Panicked, they stumbled back, their flashlights casting eerie shadows on the trees. Out of the fog emerged shadowy figures, clad in tattered clothing, their eyes devoid of life. The lost souls of Misty Pines had found their prey. Nicole and Mark fled through the forest, chased by the specters. The trees seemed to come alive, their branches reaching out to ensnare the couple. Desperate and terrified, they stumbled upon an ancient, dilapidated cabin. Inside the cabin, they found solace from the relentless spirits. The air was thick with the musty scent of decay. The walls bore eerie etchings and symbols, hinting at some dark rituals performed within its walls. But it was better than being outside with the vengeful ghosts. Hours turned to an agonizing night as they huddled together, their fear slowly consuming them. The spirits encircled the cabin, their mournful wails echoing in the darkness. It became clear that they were trapped, with no way to escape. As dawn broke, Nicole and Mark made a fateful decision. They decided to confront the spirits and seek forgiveness for trespassing on their sacred land. With trembling hearts, they stepped out of the cabin and faced the lost souls of Misty Pines. Tears welled in their eyes as they begged for mercy, vowing never to return to this cursed place. The spirits regarded them with hollow eyes, their anger slowly dissipating. As the sun's first rays pierced the horizon, the ghosts faded into the morning mist, leaving behind an overwhelming silence. Nicole and Mark knew they had narrowly escaped a fate worse than death. They hurriedly left the cabin and made their way back to the campsite, where the eerie fog had lifted. They packed their belongings and left Misty Pines National Park behind, forever haunted by the memory of that terrifying night. To this day, they dare not speak of the lost souls of Misty Pines, but the chilling whispers of that haunted forest continue to haunt their dreams, serving as a grim reminder of the terrifying night they spent camping in the heart of Canada's wilderness.